bet Jesus, he probably had times that he wanted to make things faster or change the rules. What's amazing to me about Jesus is that he suffered and then he resurrected people from the dead at the same time. He raised the dead, but he had to suffer too. Isn't that amazing? If he didn't want to suffer, he didn't have to. I'm sure he could have figured out a way to get out of it. So we bought we found this stray cat we named it Shadow. It was black, Stray cat. Last year. Year and a half ago or so. When we were recording at our house, somebody was eating almonds, and this cat, Shadow, swallowed an almond, and it got stuck somewhere between its mouth and its stomach. And they couldn't get it out. So it got real sick. It almost died. So my wife rushed this cat, Shadow, to the emergency room for cats. And we had to leave the cat at this veterinarian center. And in the middle of our dinner with all my kids there, my wife picks up the phone, and it's the vet. And the vet says, "Rachel, I have great news. We figured out what's wrong with Shadow. Somehow it swallowed this, almond. And so we can get it out, and Shadow will live. It'll cost $1,000. So Rachel gets off the phone, and we're all eating dinner, and she says right in front of the kids, she says, "Oh, it's good news." She didn't even think about it. She just said, "Oh, it's such good news. Jay, we can pay $1,000, and they'll do this surgery, and they'll remove the almond." And all my kids are just looking at me. So what am I supposed to do? I was like, "Oh, awesome. That's great." So we paid $1,000 to keep this cat around. Well, then I go to Germany just a few weeks later, and I get back home, and Rachel let me sleep in, so it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and Rachel comes running in the room, wailing, crying so hard, and I can't even understand her, except she's screaming, "The cat is on the road, dead." You've got to do something, Jay, because I have to pick up the kids from school, and they cannot see this. So I mosey out to the road, and I see Shadow there, and its eyes are open. And so I thought maybe he was alive. I said, "Shadow?" I walked up, and I realized that Shadow was dead. And before I got sad and started crying, I got upset. I thought, "You can't die. I just paid $1,000 on you." It's the first thing that came to my mind. Isn't that evil? You younger kids. I was like, "You can't die?" So I put my hand on Shadow. I was like, "Jesus, can you please heal this cat?" I just thought I'd try it. You know what I mean? So the cat didn't live. But anyway, I wrote this song about it. It's called "A Hammer and an Awkward Nail."